Yeah, folks. I am presently in Portugal, and 2 days ago, I had a performance. So 2 days ago, I had a performance in Portugal here, and the performance was titled Sangbá, and Sangbá is a Yoruba word or phrase, and it's most often used as an exclamation. When something bad happened, then it's almost like, oh, Sangbá. When someone dies and you want to tell, and you just heard the news and you are so shocked, that's what comes to it. So with the performance, as I show in the video, as you can see in the video, I work with eggs. The object I use are basically eggs and candle lights, which are from like just small candles. And then I also work with red paint, just like gouache and acrylic paint. And yeah, so I had Jacob Mache, who was my lecturer and also good friend back in the university days, who was as a collaborator for the performance. It wasn't a solo performance as I do most times. So yeah, so the idea for the performance really, if you watch the performance, I will show with few images here because I don't have the video yet as at the point of making this video. So with the performance, we have littered the cycle, and then we'd arranged the egg in a piece shape, and over the time we had to paint our body in the course of the performance. Then after painting our body, we also like broke the egg, a bit of dance within the cycle that was created with the egg shape. So I mean, people keep asking what's the idea for the performance, what am I trying to talk about, and really, for me personally, I interested in seeing the world and approaching the world more like so instead of us just creating binaries, instead of us just saying this is good, this is bad, and trying to fight what is good and what is bad within the society, I think like for me, we are actually experiencing what we are experiencing now because we have separated ourselves from, say, the source. And in this point, I'm really talking about how, like, as humans, we have been able to successfully convince ourselves that we are much more intelligent than other life forms, that we are better than other life forms, and then we've put ourselves at the peak. And then to do this, we separate ourselves so much more. And by the process of doing this, we also have to create this sense of separation within our society also. So I mean, what I'm trying to say is to validate that we are better than other life forms like trees, like animals, like bricks, like this. To make that separation vivid, we also need to create within our society separations, form of classes, and we most often are not doing this with the intention of creating the society in class and separation, but it becomes what we have to do. And for me, I feel like most times when we protest, when we are annoyed about issues, we are only like trying to solve a problem by just like painting the whole thing over. Instead, I think what we should really do is to go back and really, as a human, as a species, as an organism, reconnect ourselves to other life forms. I mean, I don't really have a template of how we can do this, but I personally think that is what we should do. And I feel if we have a shift and we begin to see like humans as part of a rhizome, as part of like a network of other life forms, either active or inactive, like we are made to believe in biology class, like some are living and non-living things. So if we can move out of that scope and we can actually like create a human community that sees trees as essential as much as another human being, that sees a mountain as important as a human, that we stop seeing things as objects. I think that's the main issue, because I think because we are so much surrounded by objects, and also objects are replacing humans, so we are also exerting so much, and I'm talking here collectively as humans, so not separating between like this party of humans are doing this. So we as humans, we are also scared of objects taking our role. We are scared of objects being more important than us, of objects being more useful than us. And that fear, in a way, we vest it out on other people, on other life forms, on even just the environment. So that's why I was doing with the performance with that. Yeah, I know like it will be really like people won't be able to really see that most times. I think it's almost a lot of people think through, but I'm so curious about what with the images I show here. I would like to hear what you think about the performance. What were the ideas coming through your head? And for the colors, I use blue and red. Also because for me personally, blue is for me a point where generally when we say we are blue, is more time where we are depressed, where we are sad, when we are trying to think. So I use blue for that because it's for me it's a reflective state. The color for me is a place where you are with yourself, so you can think, you can go inward your head and think. And I use red to just that sign of tragedy, that sign of blood losing, blood flowing away. And yeah. And I should tell you guys, so like with the performance, when people give their comments and stuff, some people were talking about, oh, I see two bodies touching each other and these, and they were talking of it as a queer performance. And I mean, that is really cool. I like that because really these are the things I want. I want people to not just look at my performance and then it's just one straight thing. I want people to bring their own experience, their own ideas, and interrogate it with my performance, and in a way get to understand from their own perspective what they think what I'm doing. Because I also believe like as much as my performance are really like specific to a point, it is also not easier for the audience to understand my own statements. But it's always cool if like the audience for me can interact from their own experience and then they relate with the idea, and over time when they maybe get to see more performances of me, like I hope you also will see more videos I'm making about my performance and you see my performance in real time. You're able to relate the past performance with the present, and then you can think more. And also for me, I'm not really so fixed on me doing a performance now and people getting what my performance totally mean. I'm okay if it takes like months, years, weeks, even decades, even maybe I die before you realize what the performance was about. I'm okay with that. But what I'm much more important is like when you are watching my performance, when you are listening to this and you're seeing much pictures and videos from my pages, you're actually reflecting, thinking of this image from your own perspective, from your own experiences. Yeah, I think because I also create from my experience, and I hope everyone can also engage to watch from their own experiences. So I think I talk too much. Yeah, normally I'm shy, so yeah. I would also like to hear your comments about the pictures and videos I share in this, and it will be I'll be very glad if I really can get your opinion, your comments, and we can always continue this conversation in the comments. I will be happy to reply you. So thank you so much for being here. I'll be leaving Portugal in 3 or 4 days time. I'll be returning to Berlin where I'm in a residency, and I'll also be creating some performance and some work. So I will also share here my project and when it's going on, when I'll be having open studio. If you want to come to my studio to visit, you can come, and I'll be really glad to welcome you. Once again, thank you, and this time, bye.